us, Mike, just as much as you can, what were you looking for on that last pair of inbounds and just kind of what broke down? I know the first one, Malik gets the ball poked away, but.
Well, they went to zone, and then when we went underneath out of bounds, we had a play for Miles to come off because we knew that they would switch to big, and he didn't. He never came off. So, but that, being said, we had our opportunities. We had a foul to give, which we talked about in the timeout and didn't give it. And so that was huge. I mean, you got to make plays down the stretch, and I got to get them to understand that. And, we missed a big front end of a 1-and-1 that could have put us back up 3 or 4. I mean, it's just the little things that we didn't execute coming down the home stretch.
Coach, giving up 78 at home, just your level of concern or your thoughts on, just giving up that many points in a home game?
Well, I mean, it was that type of game. I mean, they're a good offensive team, and, I thought we did everything we were supposed to do to get back in the game, and we just didn't finish. With the foul to give and not give it's unacceptable, but, hey, you can't go back and get it now.
Tom and Daniel.
Like, just big picture with this. I mean, you obviously have to swallow this tough loss. What is a game that ends like that, is that harder to swallow than others?
No, anytime you lose, it's tough to swallow. I don't like to lose at all. I mean, it's just my makeup. And I know those guys in the locker room, hey, I love them to death, and they don't like losing. But again, I gotta help them more. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, Mike, when you start naming just the long list of things that went wrong late, I think you had 3 seniors out there. I'm sure you guys practiced that a lot. How surprised are you the execution kind of stumbled it that way?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say we executed to get back into the game. We on the free throw line with the 1-and-1 up 2 with, I think, 20-some seconds on the clock. And then we just didn't get a key stop with the foul to give. The ball scrambled out, and the initial thrust of their offense, I thought we played it well. And then when the ball kind of spurted around, we just didn't get up and take the foul like we should have.
You've mentioned kind of multiple times, even in the last couple of weeks, about trying to get this team to play more consistently. Is there anything that you've done to try to change up, to try to reach them, or try to change your approach when, things
guys,
have struggled?
Today, getting Malik back was a plus. He missed 6 games, guys, and I'm not using that as an excuse. We went 4-2 in that stretch with 3 games on the road, going 2-1, and he's lost a lot of his conditioning. And, make no mistake about it, when you're playing teams like Maryland and Purdue, teams that got bigs, you got to play big. And, I thought with Goody coming in off the bench tonight, he played his butt off and made plays. But, a Derek Queen matching up with Goody is not a good match. And I thought Malik came on at the end and showed some fight, considering he hadn't played a whole lot here as of late. So we got to get him back in better condition. He played 20-some minutes tonight, and see if he can help us finish his 10-game run.
Mike, on the last inbounds, you swapped out McKenzie and Goody for Leal and Ballo. Was there something you saw in what Maryland's set was to do that?
Well,
or also was there, off the timeout, something you didn't see that caused you to not put them in at that point?
Well, they went zone on our initial last timeout, and Malik tried to make the play on the baseline, anything to get a foul, and Derek made a good play on the ball to knock it out of bounds. But the play that we had coming underneath, we just didn't execute. Miles didn't come off, and he stayed there in the corner, and we didn't get much out of it.
Coach, now the second straight game that your opponent has gone hot from three-point range in the second half. What do you think that is a byproduct of?
Again, I mean, if guys are shooting, a couple times we lost guys, but there were a few times that we were right there. And obviously, you're not close enough if guys can just turn and shoot in your face and make them. And we just got to get better in that area and guarding the three ball. You know, early on we were pretty good in that area, and we had some slippage there as well.
Last question, Mike.
Coach, you guys were up 5 with 3 minutes to go, and it seemed like the next few possessions got really late into the shot clock and didn't end up in good looks. Did you get what you wanted out of those? Were you trying to work clock or what?
No, I wasn't really trying to work clock. You know, I thought Malik, rushed a little push shot that he had right there in the lane, kind of a little chippy few that he had just made. I thought, I thought we executed okay and got some good shots, but you still got to defend on the other end. I thought we gave up an easy layup to Reese, and I know Malik didn't want to foul out, and I get that. But, we can't give up layups. I mean, especially in short clock situation. I mean, they got that early in the clock, so they didn't have to milk any other time off the clock. So, I mean, it's a tough game. We just got to bounce back.